If you've been a subscriber of this channel for a while, then you will definitely know who Hans Wormhat is. If you haven't and you're new here, let's just say he's probably the most conspiracy-minded man on the internet. And I'm not even joking. And today, he is adamant that he could 1v1 a gorilla. Hello all and welcome along to another episode of Tinfoil Tuesday with me, Simon and Dan. Thanks very much for joining me. Before we begin with today's video, a quick thank you to the sponsors UPDF. UPDF is a PDF editor with AI capabilities and it's for use across all platforms. And honestly, it is brilliant. I love all of the features, but these are some of my favourite. This is a geography PDF on the Earth designed for 10-year-olds. Slightly above the flat Earth remit, apologies. First off, I can edit text at will. Or even photos. It's a really versatile tool. I can also convert it into a Word document if required, and I can compress the PDF to a small size if required too. And get this, I can even scan a document with my phone, turn it into a PDF and then edit the text on there as well. But this is my absolute favourite tool. I can use the AI and upload multiple PDFs, say for example scientific studies on a topic, and then UPDF will generate a summary for all documents comparing them. Buy the AI-powered UPDF editor with an exclusive discount. Just click the link in the description. One license can be used on all platforms to edit and sync PDFs to your heart's content. Thanks again for UPDF for sponsoring. Right, on with today's video then, which I said in the intro is from Hans Wormhat. He is known for such classics as "The World Runs on Deception Magic," "Something Stinks on the ISS," and "This artifact is proof of unicorns." As you can see, there is no conspiracy corner that Hans won't populate. And today his video tells us that he could 1v1 a gorilla. Let's see how this one pans out, shall we?
So I haven't really been paying attention to this, and I haven't read either of these articles, but now it's become apparent to me that it's like gone viral, been picked up by the media, this 100 men versus 1 gorilla thing. So I guess it's just worth stating my opinion. This video is not about this, really. Just I wanted to put it in the beginning here because it seems to be, yeah, big right now. 100 men versus 1 gorilla, who would win? And I think that it's really stupid on the surface because 100 men should be able to take out anything, really. Like I feel like 100 men should be able to take out an elephant if they're working together.
Well, as always with these things, it depends on context. If it was 100 men with just their bare hands, I don't know. Gorillas are pretty powerful. It makes for a good discussion, that is for sure.
So I don't know what the experts are chiming in on this, but it just gives them a time to talk about how big and scary gorillas are. And I guess what I will mention is that I have been seeing some people wake up to the fact that gorillas don't actually show any feats of strength.
Well, this video here of a gorilla cracking super strength reinforced zoo glass says otherwise, Hans. That looked pretty powerful to me.
What you'll get, the most impressive things out of the gorillas is that they can actually run really fast in those suits, which should make you wonder why a beast that big can even run so fast and sprint around. And it's because the suits are foam. You can go look into the making of Gorillas in the Mist. So the suits are probably lighter than you would think based off of the mass.
In case you lost where this is going, Hans think gorillas are just people in suits.
That would actually be a cool thing. Why don't they do live weigh-ins of the gorillas? I bet they weigh way less than what they say because the suits are mostly foam and they're very agile. I will give them that.
Once again, I give you a gorilla being weighed. 198 kilograms. That is over double my weight, and I'm 6'3". Again, proven wrong, my friend.
That the gorillas jump around and pound their chest. Recently heard somebody going off about the sound they make, and it's like comical. Why do they pound their chest and it sounds like bongos to begin with? And they like build a musical instrument into the animal.
Yeah. Hans thinks there's bongos built into the gorilla suits. Amazing, right?
Anyways, yeah, so the feats of strength thing. The reason that I'm rambling about this right now is because it's kind of to do with this article. This article gives the media a chance to shine the spotlight on their fake creature and tell you how dangerous it is and how strong and powerful. But that's actually good proof against gorillas. There is not video footage of them lifting super heavy things, chucking giant stones really far, ripping a tree out of the ground or something.
Look at the one moving down the bottom. Oh no.
We started with the inner part.
Sorry, Hans, but the videos are just there. It's not even that difficult to find them.
What you get is very pound on your chest and run around. And maybe swinging some stuff around, but nothing like, whoa, you're strong. It's all bark, no bite kind of thing with the fake gorilla suits.
I don't think this is something I'd like to test though. Do you, Hans?
So yeah, that has to do with this, so I thought I would bring it up, because I recently saw somebody in the wild that came to that realization. They were like, yeah, I actually looked and there is not evidence of gorillas doing heavy lifting type of feats of strength.
Just because you or someone else hasn't seen that evidence, it does not mean that that evidence doesn't exist. Come on, Hans, be better here.
On to the next part of this video. I asked the Google AI. I mean, part of me hates AI, obviously, but Google these days is so crappy that I feel like the Google AI does an okay job a lot of times. But you'll have to let me know how believable this is. I asked the Google AI what percentage of Americans believe in flat Earth these days, and they try to say it's rare. And they go on, 11% of Americans believe that the Earth might be flat. That's a lot.
It is, and this video took a faster turn than a gorilla pounding its chest and chasing you.
That seems like a lot to me. And I know that I've met other Christians through Christian things that are like the silent majority. And okay, maybe not a majority in this case, but there's enough of us to not be that rare. That's a lot.
It is a lot, assuming that it's true, of course, and that people weren't trying to be funny by joking around with it, which I suspect some people may have been.
If I keep reading, some sources suggest that 1 in 6 Americans are not entirely certain the world is round. Yeah, very surprising. And I think that's really cool. And yeah, I don't really know what to say about it. Just that it's not as rare and fringe as they want you to think, and that there are a lot of people out there that they're not going to be shouting it from the hilltops that they think that Earth is flat, but there's a lot more than you would think.
I actually do agree with that. There are a lot more than you would think, and it is an issue. It really is. And this is why I do what I do, as well as many others like me.
And you wouldn't know until it's like in my scenario, I don't even know how exactly I came to know that this other Christian did not believe in NASA and all that. It's like you kind of test the waters and you're saying certain subtle clues to pick up that you might not believe everything that's on the TV. Anyways, what do you guys think of that?
Well, it's obviously alarming, and honestly not what I expected when I first started watching this video.
How mainstream flat Earth is these days. I think that is a sign of the veil being lifted. I don't think it'd be anything remotely close to that in the 90s. It was so fringe and just not something that people would think about seriously, or you just didn't hear about it. And I know that there was some wisdom in the previous generations. A lot of people had grandparents that said, hey, don't believe anything on the TV. So there were people who knew. It's just the internet has really made it easier to spot one another in a safe space. The internet really gives people a safe space. It's this anonymous safe space where you're not socially outcasted in your immediate life for sharing your real opinion about things.
Probably one of the most serious and correct things that Hans has ever said. Social media and the internet as a whole has definitely given people the ability to be proud of their beliefs. That's why in the 80s and 90s you barely heard about Flat Earth. And I think this is where we're going to leave Hans for today. I started watching to find out how he was going to 1v1 a gorilla, presumably because he thinks that gorillas are humans in suits and that he could take someone like that, and it ended with a pretty somber look at the current position of Flat Earth beliefs. Quite amazing. Well, there we go. That's another video all finished up, all wrapped up. Please do let me know in the comments below what you thought of that one. As I say, we're all done and dusted for another one. Thanks so much for watching. It is, as ever, very much appreciated. If you enjoyed this one, please do subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up button too, and if you really liked it, share it as well amongst your friends. Thank you. I've been Simon Dan. Have yourselves a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow for Flat Earth Clues Part 4. See you then.